I am an extremely hairy man, and as you can tell from what limited hair I have left, it's starting to get gray. So, gone are the days of my early 20s when I would just use Barbasol and Skin Bracer to get through my days, and now I should value how my skin feels and looks, knowing full well that I'm headed towards my midlife crisis. So might as well try to make this goofy mug kind of look good. So, there are a lot of shaving creams on the market that are much better than Barbasol and devoted towards sensitive skin. One of them is Viking Revolution, which, you know, what is up with this company? Why all of a sudden are the Vikings present for any person who happens to have a beard? And, you know, did the Vikings back in the day include Indian people? Absolutely not. So one thing that we've learned is that over the course of hundreds of years, Vikings, big white men, commodified the beard. No different than today, as Vikings, big white dudes, happy to have beards, make it their identity, profit heavily off of it. Nevertheless, I myself, still being a bearded man and caring about my skin, wanted to try out Viking Revolution, established in 2016, no doubt, by a giant white man with a giant beard. Nevertheless, I've already tried out the Clary Sage. I finished that up. Very enjoyable, nice aroma. And now this is the Peppermint Eucalyptus. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use this Viking Revolution shaving cream and how it feels. Now, first and foremost, you obviously see this is just a very small little tin. Not what we're used to with Barbasol or Gillette, where we just push a button and it blasts out shaving cream, making noise like the dragon in Golden Axe. You know, so that's not the case here. So one of the things you have to make sure to do when you do get a nicer shaving cream is also to invest in a shaving cream brush. Now, there's a couple reasons why. It's enjoyable, and with that small amount of shaving cream that you get, it's very important to get a good lather going, and that will allow you to use a very limited amount of shaving cream, not those big blasts like Barbasol, to cover up all that you need to shave, which in my case, my entire head, around my beard. You won't get to the rest of what's going on down there. But, yeah, so the first and foremost thing is I obviously always shave post-shower, but I dry myself off, so the one thing you want to do is to wash the areas that you're going to shave again and let that water sit for 30 seconds to a minute. This allows you to have water set in onto your skin and then get the lather going with the shaving cream. Alright, so we've allowed that water to set in for a bit. We've got our shaving cream out, our shaving brush. So all you want to do is just put your brush in, dab a little bit of that shaving cream on, and then begin to glide across the areas that you're going to shave. And I'm looking here in a camera to make sure I'm not just applying shaving cream to my eyeball. But as you can see, you know, it works up a nice lather in and of itself, and it's a lot different than when you blast through with a Barbasol, got a big old hunk of shaving cream and you're just putting it on there with your hand. So a lot more smoother with this, and not a lot of shaving cream needed to cover a huge amount of space, which is my entire head. Now, if you enjoyed Bob Ross growing up, this is a wonderful moment where you can feel like him, you know. A lot of happy little follicles that are about to get shaven off. And, you know, this is unfortunately a shaving cream that is, whatever, what was white? Something boring. It's not phthalo blue, or, you know, Van Dyke brown is, you know, the Van Dyke beard was actually a very popular beard back in the day. I don't have a Van Dyke beard, few people do at this point. But we've had U.S. presidents that had Van Dyke beards. Of course, Dick Van Dyke was a clean-shaven man. He did have a mustache, though, on Diagnosis Murder. Was that called the Van Dyke mustache? To me it was, but maybe not to others. Well, one learning experience here is neither I nor you will ever apply shaving cream into a camera, so My apologies, I needed to touch up a little more with the brush, but we're ready to go. This is the closest I will ever look to being like Cisco in the Thong Song, but I can go ahead and start to shave. Again, my apologies, I need to look into the screen to make sure I am not shaving off my ear. But you can see, very easy shave as usual, gliding over the area with the shaving cream. And I'm going to go ahead and return when I have a clean head. So I've finished my shave, dried off what I'd say. Obviously I've had my previous experience with the clary sage, now the peppermint eucalyptus, and it leaves behind a nice slight aroma with either of these scents that you may pick from the shaving cream. Using my Harry's 5-blade, very smooth shave, no nicks, no cuts. So my experience so far with the Viking Revolution has been generally positive and addressing any sensitive skin issues, caring about my skin, knowing full well the long term will be I will be shaving this whole head for the rest of my life. So I've been very satisfied with Viking Revolution. This is 3.5 fluid ounces of shaving cream off the Viking Revolution website at prices at $10. Perhaps you could find cheaper doing a pack of them, as I did, or off Amazon or other retailers online perhaps. But Viking Revolution's website has these each individually at $10. You compare that to what you get in your local store of Barbasol, Gillette, things along those lines. You know, it's up to you really. But if you want to take that next step to trying to care about your skin, it's worth a shot to try out Viking Revolution, see how you feel. I've got to say I feel less ugly just using that, which is nice. Adding the brush to my life, you know, just a lesser amount of shaving cream being used, a smoother shave, a better feel to my face and head. And you get yourself a nice aftershave as well, which I will provide a link to the aftershave I'm currently using that I reviewed. And it makes for a great, wonderful experience for your shave and after your shower. Hey, if you have any comments about Viking Revolution, leave them below. Like this video if you did enjoy it, and please do subscribe. I'll be coming up with some more videos where I'm shirtless and reviewing stuff because I'm Harry.